Hello and welcome to our new event called Building Your Revenue System for Predictable Growth. This is an event that I'm really excited about. This is the very first event I'm doing after the launch of the Paternoster marketing system, which is gaining traction with the right type of people. It's not a mass marketing book. It's not about how to make $5 million in 5 minutes doing nothing. So obviously, I am looking at people like you who are actually open to new ideas and don't stick to the dogma like the flat earth. So, welcome again. Thank you very much for accepting the invitation on LinkedIn or clicking on the link. And this is going to be fun because we're not going to talk about tactics. We are going to talk about something that matters more than tactics or campaigns or funnels. It is building a system that's going to generate revenues 24/7 on autopilot and reduce the friction for your clients as well, so they can move between flows much easier, which means they can consume more of your content, more of your product services, and it's going to impact the bottom line significantly. So let's get started. I hope you're all ready to build. So let's start with the blueprint. That's how you build a house, and that's how you actually get to starting your foundation. The old structures are gone, and now we will architect what is actually working in 2025, 26, and beyond. It starts with the diagnostic. So the Paternoster Revenue System scorecard that I designed well before I actually released the book is there for you to try. So it's going to highlight the leaks in your revenue system and it's going to pinpoint exactly where you do need to make changes. So start there and let's get started with your current system and how it is constructed. When I was at university in Hungary, we were talking a lot about deconstruction and we were talking about postmodern left, right, and center. However, what I find in 2025, because of AI, because of social media, because of everything else that's going on, instead of deconstructing, it's reconstructing and taking the elements out of what's working and putting it back together that works. So I call that the meta marketing. And the easy word to remember is Paternoster marketing. And the reason for the name of the book is because most people have no idea what a Paternoster is. So it stops them scrolling. So when you deconstruct your existing marketing system, two things happen. One is that the site is clear, so no debris, no reminders of the old that's not working, and the foundation is solid. So we will have to create and tweak the system based on what we are keeping. So that's the most important thing, that we need to keep some of the elements, but to pinpoint what we need to keep in our marketing, we've got to actually take it all apart. And this is a really interesting scenario when it comes to taking away the 80/20 principle, because in my latest LinkedIn review, one of my clients actually pinpointed it, that it was almost as valuable me telling him what to take away from his marketing plan than when I said what to add to it. So that's the principle I work with. I always look at what should we get rid of that's wasting our resources, and then put it back together. So once we've got the elements that we want to keep and got rid of the elements that we don't want to keep, the most important thing is to put the components together. So the first one is continuous content calendar. You can't literally just go on and talk about whatever comes to your mind or whatever other people are saying. You've got to stand your truth. You're the fifth element in the business. So that's very important that you do have a plan. The second one is the automation workflows, and this is something I can consult with bigger companies on, because my agency, Elements Marketing, is actually a partner of Score Typeform and Active Campaign. So I do know automations left, right, and center, and that is so valuable, especially when the cost of labor is going up. It is very important that you do the smart automation. I'm not talking about sending a follow-up email automatically. That's not a funnel, it's a flat line. I'm talking about integrating data into your automation so they talk to each other 24/7 without you having to feed the information into the system. And the final thing I would say, and that's very important, and some of the marketing agency owners already use this, it's called a unified measurement framework. So in this framework, you will absolutely need to gather all the information, draw the conclusions, spot the trends, and then make very quick decisions based on what you can see. And this is what's missing from most of the businesses that are using campaigns or just funnels for one service, that they miss a lot of data. So for example, if you are selling courses and you've got about 5 courses out there, you're gathering information about the users of one course and using it on that course marketing, but you're not feeding the whole trend or information back into the entire system, saying these people are actually probably interested in the other course, or they would like to have a group coaching session, because you're missing the data. So this is very important. So your tech stack, CMS, CRM, automation tools must be integrated and talk to each other 24/7. This is the big thing that I would say 90% of agencies don't even know about or care about, because it's so above them, and they are used to doing the manual work instead of creating systems, and that's fine. But I, in my past, based on my past experience and 20 plus years experience in marketing, it does not work. It does work up to a certain degree, but you can never maximize the growth without the integration of all the systems. So before we actually get started, I just wanted to clarify one thing that's really important. It's a mindset shift. If you're looking at marketing as an investment, uh, then your entire mindset changes and your results will change as a consequence of that shift. So the Paternoster marketing method means that you allocate a budget to grow. You don't allocate a budget for Google ads, Facebook ads, PR campaigns. You're allocating a growth fund. And that makes all the difference in your marketing. It's a critical mindset shift. Without this shift, you will always look at your marketing as an unnecessary cost, even though marketing is the only revenue generating activity in your business alongside sales that's measurable. So stop looking at marketing as a cost before we get started. So, how do we actually start building a predictable revenue flow for your business? The first step is always the diagnostics, and the scorecard is there for you to try. It gives you the blueprint and the outline of what needs doing and what you need to address. And you're going to discover specific gaps in your current marketing infrastructure. You will see the opportunity that you're missing because the processes are disconnected. And you will also see a clear pathway to a systematic, predictable revenue growth. So that's why I would like everyone to try that free assessment. I'm not spamming anyone, by the way, with so it's not a lead generation tool. It is there for you to use, utilize, and take away from. So it is not something I came up with. So let's get loads of leads. I don't really work with loads of people. I offer an exclusive service for the selected clients who share the ideology of what the Paternoster system is about. So I'm not going for generating thousands of leads. That Paternoster assessment is there in the links for you to see what's possible for your business. If you're a CEO, if you are a founder, if you are a CTO who's fed up with the disjointed systems, that is there for you to diagnose. So the next step after you've got your assessment results is to build a blueprint, and that's actually what I do with my private clients. We take apart the entire system and we build a new blueprint. So we finalize the strategy, build a system, and activate the engine. And that's the full payoff of using the Paternoster marketing system. You take away what's clogging up the system, you get rid of the bottlenecks, the herbies. If you have read the book called The Goal, if you haven't, you absolutely must. It's very short and it's very straight to the point. And it will explain to you what bottlenecks do to your business. And once you activate the engine, you actually get a 400% return on investment straight away. And that's guaranteed. Using the Paternoster system will get you 400% return on investment guaranteed. So that's how powerful it is. And obviously, once you've got the engine running, you want to keep it running. That's as simple as that. If you've got something good going on, you want it going on all the time. And the blueprint, once it's approved, we execute the automation of that system because we tested it, it's working, it's delivering the 400% return on investment. We have built the machine, and now the time has come when we turn the theory into profit. So if you're thinking, oh, well, did you just come up with that 400% return on investment and did you just make it up, or is it all AI generated or whatever? Let me tell you, it is based on science, based on research from our clients, but traditional campaigns actually stop, start, and you're paying the restart, restart penalty. The automation advantage will amplify your results. and it will give you the consistency effect, which means that you're visible 24/7 because your clients are online 24/7. They are on multiple platforms. They are getting mixed messages from different competitors 24/7. So you literally can't afford not to be there 24/7. There is something really important I need to highlight from this slide, and that means that predictable inputs create predictable outputs, and that's what's never there with campaign marketing. You never know, you're shooting in the dark. It's never there unless you've got a well-formed ideal client profile, you've got a system that you can turn on, and you can turbo it. If you want more revenue, you turbo it, you tune it up, and that's fine. That's why I think about marketing as a system instead of just different things we put together like a Frankenstein monster. So, what's the bottom line, and why should you care about the Paternoster marketing and building the system instead of campaigns and instead of just automations or funnels? Uh, it's not an addition to your marketing system. So loads of people ask me, "Oh, I've got a marketing strategy. So what do I do? How does this fit in to my system?" And all I've got to say to you is it's not replacing your marketing strategy, it's amplifying your marketing strategy. So first of all, one of the reasons why it's going to amplify your results is because it will make you face the brutal truths about what's working and what you should drop. The second one is it will give you the courage to dismantle the monster that's no longer serving you and tweak it. And then finally, it will require a commitment to automate the whole system. And that's when the magic happens. So anything less is just redecorating an old barn, as I said on LinkedIn recently. So where do we go now? You have seen how it works. You have seen what's on offer. You have seen what's possible, the 400% return on investment. Uh, where do you start? Obviously, you might think this is not for me, and that's fine. I wish you all the best, and thank you very much for sticking with me anyway. First of all, take the scorecard, which is free, and I'm not going to spam you, guaranteed. Second, take the workbook from the link below, which is on our website, and then get the book if you're more interested, or just get in touch, comment below, and I will arrange a private question and answer session for you. There's also a Paternoster system application available if you're that interested. See you next time.